Are you a lawyer? Are you a criminal defense lawyer? If the answer to the first question is yes, and to the second question is no, then you've either been in or thought about this dreaded situation before. My name is Matt Eichelberger. I am a criminal defense lawyer, and I'm going to walk you through how to handle it. So here's the situation. It's late at night on the weekend. Your phone rings. On the other end is your sister, your brother, your neighbor, your friend from church, whomever. Doesn't matter. Somebody you care about. And they just had somebody they care about arrested. Now, you don't practice criminal law. You practice medical malpractice or transactional law or family law, whatever. It doesn't matter. All the person on the other end of that line knows is you're a lawyer and they've called you for help. Now, I'm going to walk you through how to triage this situation. Don't worry, you're not going to be committing malpractice. Just listen. First, you've got to stay calm. If you're not calm, then they're not going to be calm. And if you're not calm and they're not calm, you're not going to get the information you need. All you're going to do is stir the pot and make this a worse situation on everybody. The basic information you're going to need is, first, you need to know their name. Get their full name if you can. Second, an address would be very helpful. The address of the person who was arrested. Third, their date of birth, if they know it. And then finally, a social security number. If you can get that, that's fantastic. Next, you need to find out what this person's being charged with. Now, the person you're talking to on the phone may not know that information, but they may be able to give you some idea of the circumstances that led to the arrest, and that can be very helpful. Next, you've got to find out where this person that's been arrested is being held. Now, the person you're talking with may not know this either, but they may know which agency made the arrest. If you can find that out, then you're 9/10 of the way there. If it was the local police department, pick up the phone, call them. They're probably holding this person in the local city jail. If it was the sheriff's office, the highway patrol, the game warden, or some other agency that made the arrest, then the local sheriff's department is probably the one who's holding them in the county jail. If the arrest was federal, then they're probably being held in a county jail nearby. Only a handful of county jails have contracts with the federal government to hold federal pretrial detainees. So call your local county jail and ask if they hold federal prisoners. If they don't, ask them if they know who does. For example, in the Jackson metropolitan area, Madison County handles the federal pretrial detainees. Now, once you locate the person, you'll need to find out if bail has been set and when they are scheduled to go before a judge. If bail hasn't been set, don't worry. Just note that, and again, contact a criminal defense lawyer later. But in the meantime, you need to tell the family, do not speak with law enforcement. Don't just make offhand remarks. Sometimes we see people say things like, oh, Officer Little Johnny's had a bad drug problem for a while now. Now, while that might be helpful information later, let the criminal defense lawyer handle this, okay? And know when to use that information, not the family member who's trying to be helpful. Also, if possible, have the family member or the loved one tell the person who's being arrested, don't say anything. If you are on the phone with the person who's been arrested, understand that that call is likely being recorded and may not be safe, okay? So don't start getting the details from that person. The next thing you have to do is reach out to an experienced criminal defense lawyer and get those people in touch, okay? An experienced criminal defense lawyer knows the local procedures. They know how to get a person out of jail the fastest. They know what to do and how to handle this. Now listen, as attorneys, we like to have all the answers. People certainly expect us to. But remember, knowing our limits is key to providing people the best help that we can. So getting basic information, shutting down unnecessary conversations, and getting these people in touch with an experienced criminal defense lawyer honestly may be some of the most important work that gets done in an entire case. So do those few things. If you ever find yourself in that situation, don't hesitate to reach out to us here at the Eichelberger Law Firm. We've got experienced criminal defense lawyers who know how to handle these situations. Also, Don't be afraid to share this information with other lawyers. You never know when it's going to come in handy. Thanks.